Wow. Wow. This one, we're calling it emergency meeting. When the black glove comes out, you know it's getting dark for a certain team. And I think no spoilers are required for this one. You know where we're going. Today, there's not many games to discuss. We're going to go through 3 games. We've got the Manchester derby, Burnley v Liverpool, and we're going to cover Barcelona, Valencia as well, because there are definitely some talking points from that game. Normally we go in order from start to finish, or you know, the lunchtime games and so on, but we have to go to Manchester straight away, immediately. They need us there. So let's tuck in without wasting any time. Let's talk, because going into this game, the United fans, guess what? They were confident. They were saying, yo, this is the best time to play Man City. We know they're on bad form. They've lost a couple games. We can do something here. We had an incredible half against Burnley. Oh, well, they could not be more wrong if they tried. And I'm even thinking where to start with this. So you know me, normally I like to cook certain players. I like to, not even cook, but I'm very opinionated, right? That's one thing with me. When you subscribe here on the road to 40k, by the way, only 400 subscribers till we hit 40k. So if you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. But I give my opinions. But one thing with me as well, I'm not too big where I cannot retract things or say, you know what, Fairs, you've had a good game if I have an agenda of some sort. So, first and foremost, 2 players that I've found to be pretty meaty recently. One in particular, Philip Walter Foden. This is a good game. Jeremy Doku, someone who, end product, absolutely terrible, but I love the way he dribbles and, you know, his quotes about, oh, I want to, you know, destroy and give the defender nightmares. I rate that. But his end product, horrific. But today, it all changed. I mean, look, the thing with United, yeah, I'm going to be real with you guys again. I don't understand how Amorim can keep on running a formation that I have said from day one doesn't suit any player whatsoever. Those of you who are on TikTok, you will know, time ago, I was there, I was guessing up Mazraoui as one of the signings of the season, you know, when Ten Hag was there, who, by the way, also had to be sacked. But to go to a 3-back, Mazraoui is not a wing-back, nor is he a centre-back. I don't care if you think, oh, he's all right there, he's comfortable there. No player, again, I repeat it again, about 2 players here can perform all right in this formation. All your best players, it don't work. And we saw that because Doku managed to run free of charge through everyone, whips it, and then Philip Walter Foden scores a header. Now, why do I mention Foden as well? Obviously, being an English player, you know, someone that's been growing up at City all these years, I think he's surpassed the likes of like Cantona and a lot of legends in terms of most Manchester derby goals. Because whether we like it or not, there's something about understanding what it means to the team that makes you perform just that little bit better, right? We haven't seen Foden's gunshots since a long time ago, bro. I can't even give you, for those of us who remember, the last time that Foden scored a goal. United have a player that is born and bred Manchester United and is there sitting on the bench watching. His name is Kobe Mainoo. Why? So they could start Bruno and Ugarte. I don't even know which one was the worst player here. So let's go through, I guess, you know, one by one. We'll go through the City players and then the United ones, because there's not a lot of good things to say. Donnarumma making his debut. I guess you could say brave. Is it brave from Pep? I mean, he's probably been, form-wise, the best keeper in the world the last year. He showed that with an incredible save on Mbuemo, but other than that, didn't really have much to do. The back line, nothing crazy again, although O'Reilly had some nice little touches. Again, we've seen him in last year's FA Cup run. He was class. Here, again, he was doing the little comfy, jinky-majinky stuff, so I like that a lot. Rodri, to be fair, was misplacing a few passes. It wasn't quite the same Rodri that we've seen, you know, in the Ballon d'Or year. For example, Tijani Reinders, I was very much moved. But it's all, Bernardo was okay as well. Bernardo's Bernardo, man. Like, when he feels like it'll give you a decent game, but we know he's kind of past it. It's the front 3 that I want to discuss, because as I said, Foden, I've been someone that I've said, yo, this guy, when's he gonna pattern up? This was a game where, again, he took it by the... Okay, let me not exaggerate and go overboard now. He was not, like, sensational or anything, but he was really good, you know, by his, I guess, recent standards of the past year. Doku, again, like, if, and it's a massive if, but if he can get that end product there, then City have a serious winger. And Erling Haaland, I mean, it's another couple of goals to add to his 5 goals against, you know, my country Moldova in midweek. That puts him as the Premier League top scorer now. He's just been on fire. To be fair, it should have been a hat-trick, but he did slyly miss an open goal as well. I don't know how he missed that, but yeah, I mean, City winning 3-0. I'll be honest, it was kind of routine for them. They didn't really feel like... The biggest, I guess, is it indictment is the right word to use here? The biggest stain, if you will, on what United have done here is that everyone has already written off Man City a long time ago. I was like, oh, this man are meaty. He lost to Brighton, and it was a deserved loss to Brighton, and they've just been having a bit of a shaky time. This game was easy, bro. It looked like we were watching, you know, Pep's treble winning City or something. And that's because we go to United, where we start up front. Whilst Haaland's there bagging 5 goals, 2 goals, breaking records. What are the United fans talking about? They're saying, bro, did you man see how high Sesko jumped? Sorry, I didn't even do the soundboard. Did you man see how high Sesko jumped? Guys, we are treating Benjamin Sesko like he's Armand Duplantis. You know that guy that I think he's from Sweden? Every Olympics, every, you know, a world event, he's there doing the high jump thing on the pole vault, breaking the record by 1 centimeter every time to get the new world record and get paid again. Sesko, I see Sesko jump in the international break. They were saying Haaland come outside, Gyökeres come outside. Whilst these guys are collecting goals, they are telling Sesko, but what about that jump? This guy got his start today, and I'm not gonna like overboard it because again, it is City. Like City, yes, defensively they've been a bit poor, but in general, City are a good team. So I'm not expecting to go and bag a hat-trick away at City or something, right? That's not what I'm saying, but he was virtually anonymous, bro. He had one tame shot in the first half, and beyond that, was not feeling it whatsoever. Like, I don't understand. You know what it is? I'll be real. See what I was telling you guys the other day about centre-backs and strikers who don't really have the confidence? Going off that Havertz story, which we know now to be true, and going off the fact that he went 10th in a penalty shootout, for me already, I've written you off. And that doesn't say that he won't be a good player or whatever, but I've written you off in terms of a player that I can support and I can get behind. I don't want a loser like that as my striker. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about that guy. Mbeumo, to be honest with you, got padlocked by O'Reilly. He got in behind a couple times, but he was like offside, so I guess technically it doesn't count. So obviously you're not going to be complimenting him for that. We had Ahmad as well in there. Ahmad, again, I'll be real, times where United are struggling, I've always said, but you know what, Ahmad's a good winger, bro. I think you man should keep him. But again, look, you man are forcing him to play right wing back, right wing, right attacking mid, right striker, left wing, left striker. Bro, put a formation that suits everybody, because now we're going to get to the centre mids. Bruno Fernandes, again, I hold my hands up. I'm not someone that, like, I rate Bruno whatsoever. You guys know this by now, and we're going to get more into it today because, again, yet another big game. It's another game of him just moaning and smashing the ball to advertising boards rather than finding his man. But he's not a centre mid. We have all known this for however long. This is not someone that you'd entrust to be your box-to-box centre mid, that you have defensive responsibility and the weight of attacking is all on you as well, because guess what? Next to you is Ugarte. What on earth does this guy do? I saw guys gassing up Ugarte today for the pass he gave that he took too long to give it to Mbeumo. Yes, Mbeumo was offside. They'll say, oh, what a pass. Oh, unlucky about the offside. Mbeumo was offside because Ugarte took too long to play it. He was giving the ball away constantly in bad areas. He was setting Shaw up and chucking him under the bus. But that's not an excuse for Shaw, because he was arguably the worst player on the pitch today. Dorgu and Mazraoui, they were meaty today, right? Like, defensively, nah. Going forward, offered nothing. Terrible crossing all game from them. But Shaw was the worst player on the pitch. Euro, I'll be honest, Doku had him on toast. They all had him on toast, to be fair. Euro did not have the greatest time, but Shaw, it looked like Haaland was just playing against like some little year 7 kid, thinking like, bro, move, man. Like, who the hell are you, bro? Just dash them away. So all that talk about, oh, when Shaw's fit, he's England's best left back, I don't want to hear it anymore, guys. He's not even second or third choice for me, in my opinion. But again, alas, there we are. De Ligt, I mean, he tried, innit? That's the best I can say, bro. He tried. That is all. Buying the bro, just go and start that Lemons guy, man. It's not even that he played bad or anything. Just stop this buying there. Onana, by the way, Onana, apparently they're loving him over in Turkey. I don't want to say anything, but apparently in Turkey, he's enjoying himself. But yeah, speaking of Turkey, buying there, really, really bad. Were there any subs that were worth discussing? Oh, Amorim. You're going to get me mad, bro. So, you're 1-0 down, you're 2-0 down, 3-0 down, and at no point do you think, you know what, let me change formation, let me adjust my tactics, let me bring off some defenders, or let me bring off my like left back and right backs that are playing as wing backs and put forwards there to try and, you know, provide some impetus. What does he do? His plan B every single game. Bring Maguire. What? I don't know how you man survive. I don't know how you man can keep on looking at this and defending it. And again, 31 games, 31 points. Think of the poor guy that said, I'm never going to cut my hair until they get 5 wins. Bro, you could make it back-to-back wins, I'll cut my hair. You're still going to be having your hair like Marge Simpson's like that. It's going to go bare high. So at this point, I'm sorry, bro. Get your brand deals. Go and get your Nivea or whatever, Head and Shoulders. Get as many brand deals as you can, because you're not cutting your hair anytime soon. Amorim needs to be sacked soon, but again, they're going to defend it and say, oh, but you know, we haven't got a centre mid yet. Oh. I don't even know what centre mid even works here anymore, bro. I don't even know what centre mid, because like I was watching it was either FCM or I was watching Culture Cam's video like individually, and he made a valid point. You know, the players that we deem to be the best in the world right now, yeah, like midfielders, the likes of like a João Neves and the PSG guys and the Madrid guys and whatnot, would they fit a 2-man midfield next to a Bruno Fernandes or next to an Ugarte? No. So why are we persisting with this? Put your damn 3-man midfield and move on. But anyway, speaking of moving on, we are going to go to Burnley, which was the early game. I said on TikTok that, in my opinion, this game was, let me take off the ratings. You man know I don't care about ratings. I just want to see this, essentially. Hold on. Let me put the thing right there as well. Cool. I said on TikTok, the best thing about this game was Liverpool's kit. Can we all give a round of applause for how incredible that green kit is? It's a lovely, lovely football kit, I must say. But that's where my joy ended, because this game... I'm not going to go into like individually all of the Burnley players, because I'll be real, I don't care about Burnley, with all due respect. So we're going to go to Liverpool, because if I start again, Alisson didn't have much to do. We'll start in the defense. Milos Kerkez. Yeah, I'm going to be real. Liverpool fans, are we a bit worried? Because I had him really high up in my rankings of the transfer bombastos, as I'm sure you know. Great season at Bournemouth. I was on Barra Brothers last week. My good mate Luca, Juventus fan, tag him or do whatever, let him know that he's seeing this. We were doing the world-class players at every club. This guy said Milos Kerkez. And when I look up at the sky like that, people will say, oh, that's a bit harsh. Why are you looking up like that? This guy is world-class. This guy is world-class, because he had a good season at Bournemouth. So far, it's been a terrible, terrible start. They tried to gas it up that like he was beast and locked down Madueke or something, and that those of us who didn't agree, we didn't watch the game. I watched the game. That is not what I saw personally, but nonetheless, he gets a yellow for a despicable, disgraceful dive even in this game. And let's be frank, he got lucky to not get sent off, right? The most like bog standard yellow you ever see. On the counter, stop them, trip them, drag them. You stop a counter, it's a yellow. He didn't get the yellow, but this is where Slot kicks in. He said, you know what? I see you're about to get cooked. I know you're going to get bagged. So let me just drag you off from now. And he got hooked in the first half. So a really, really bad start. The centre-backs, to be fair, were really good. Van Dijk was like... Van Dijk was alright in it. Van Dijk was, I guess... We know his levels now. But it's Konate, for me, was the man of the match, I would say, for Liverpool. Either him or Gravenberch, actually. But Konate, anytime Burnley tried to get a little counter, he would sniff it out, put out the fire. So Konate, when he's back with his black boots, he's taking his job seriously again. So, you know, fair play to him. It looked like for the first couple games, his head was in Madrid or something. But he looks to be back now. Szoboszlai. Am I allowed to speak? I don't know if I'm even allowed to speak about Szoboszlai, because in this game, he went back to what I was speaking about a couple games ago, of just smashing every shot as hard as he can. overhitting passes, doing the usual. But hey, he locked up Martinelli, so I guess, you know, he's the next Maicon or Dani Alves or even Jaume Santos in the 1950s, for those of us who remember. Gravenberch, like I said, class. He was toying with Burnley at times, I can't lie. He was doing little flicks over people's heads, and you know, the first start, Gravenberch, when he's on it, he's incredible. So we haven't got to spend too much time on him. McAllister, really bad again. He's having, like, I don't know what the excuse is again. I don't know if he's like injured. I don't know what the scenario is here, but he was very, very meaty again. And we get to the front three, or I guess the three rather, behind Ekitike. Gakpo, virtually anonymous. I can't even tell you something he did in this game, to be honest with you. But Florian Wirtz, guys, I have been defending this guy for I don't know how long. I've been accepting all the bullets to my chest. But as you can see, I can't handle it anymore, bro. I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. I can't keep saying, nah. Trust me. He's incredible. Trust me. Bro, what is this? You have to give me something to work with as well. I can't keep on gassing you. And then people that have never watched you outside of, well, at all, because obviously no one cares about Bundesliga, they just see what you're doing now, which is terrible. Bro, I'm seeing Josh Cullen drag you by the neck like that. I said on TikTok, yeah, they were dashing him around like when the Powerpuff Girls used to just pack in Mojo Jojo. They were bullying him, bro. Anytime he got near the ball, first thing that happens, bang, they weights him. Bang, they drag him about. He was misplacing passes. The through balls weren't working. He was trying 1-2s with Salah. It wasn't working. So, you know, there we go. Ekitike, again, to be honest with you, quite anonymous. He had like a nice shot, actually, that went across goal, I believe it was. But other than that, didn't really see much because Burnley, to their credit, defended fantastically, right? Now, we're thinking, hold on a minute, Burnley are going to somehow scrape a draw here. But then we know, nah. We know this story by now. Liverpool have played 3 games this season and already have had 3 iconic moments that they've put up on their wall. Obviously, Newcastle, Arsenal, etc. So you get the point by now. They've been doing it all season, getting last-minute goals. But Burnley go down to 10 men and you're thinking, oof, it's over. Yet, despite Liverpool now racking up possession, nothing was happening because when Salah got the ball, he was smashed. And this one, please, I understand that, you know, maybe people that don't support Liverpool maybe are tired of me giving my justifications beforehand, but now I'm going to speak freely with my chest. If you disagree with me, I don't care. Feel free, do your thing. You can call me an idiot, call me whatever you want. Salah was shocking today, bro. If you want to lie and say that he was cold, he was creating stuff, by all means, feel free. But just know that we're going to be judging you in the comments. When I see you in the comments saying, oh, no, you don't understand, Salah was beast, bro, just know that your name, I'll mark it on a piece of paper so that next time I make a video, if I see you in the comments, I know to ignore it. Because this guy did nothing but hit those stupid right foot crosses into Rosette. Am I lying? Are you going to tell me it was only one time? Because I saw it multiple times. But as we know, with Liverpool, not even with Liverpool, let's start on how it came about. Hannibal, this guy that I felt really harsh when I tweeted out saying it's one of like the least intelligent players I've ever seen. But it's just my thoughts. Like I do believe that he's really lacking in IQ, unfortunately. And I felt that way since 2021. When he came on and just started booting people at United, bro, in the name of passion. And United fans were gassing him up. I don't see how this guy's made it. But, hey, fair play to him. Because that means, you know, there's still chance for you and I. Well, maybe not me. I'm getting on a little bit. But we can all potentially make it. This guy handballs it in the box. Minute, what was it? Well, minute 91, 92, something like that. Immediately holds his head like that. Because we knew what was going to happen, bro. We knew what was going to happen. It was no doubt in my mind whatsoever. I've never seen someone handball it, yeah. Even if they know it's a handball, normally you're like, oh, no, like, it was accident. Oh, I was blocking this. Oh, I was doing that. Lie a little bit. I'm not saying, like, be shameless because there is a camera. But you know what you done, bro. And there was no need because they had dealt with every cross so far that game. Minute 95, Salah takes his penalty, scores his penalty, despite Frimpong being in the box. But again, you know, the rules are different for certain teams, and that's absolutely okay. We're going to call it the performance of champions once again, you know, despite... Look, okay, I'm going to be real with you guys. Again, as always, I keep saying that, but that's just how I am in this regard, I suppose. I told you guys that before international break, It doesn't matter how you play. Get your 3 points. Worry about performances later. So Liverpool going 3 for 3. There can be no criticism, right? I don't think they played very well against Arsenal. I think Newcastle were the better team there as well. I don't really think they've played good this season whatsoever. But 3 games, 9 points, nobody cares. You worry about that later. We're at game 4 now, and they're not looking very good whatsoever. By the way, this is the little subscriber notification. So whilst I'm recording, there are guys subscribing. So if you haven't already, make sure you do so. And of course, keep the likes coming, keep the comments. The more you, man, interact and boost the algorithm, the more that I can go up and do better, more and more content for you guys. But anyway, what was I yapping about, bro? Nah, he's put me off now. Oh yeah, game 4 is becoming concerning now. It seems like every game, first half, Liverpool stink it up, and then Arne Slot does something at halftime. He bangs Judge, he says something, and credit to Slot, by the way, because tactically, clearly, his in-game, I guess, changes are elite. I think that's probably one of his best qualities, I'd argue. And also getting the best out of players in different positions. That's also a really good quality of his. But it comes to that age-old question, right? The first time it came about, the word unsustainable, we were spot on. When I told you guys infamously, and I got clipped a billion times saying Liverpool by February the something will fall off and they will not win the league. Two seasons ago. And I was spot on. They collapsed from West Ham away onwards, and then they stopped shouting and they said, okay, do you know what, Fairs, you may have been right. Last year, I didn't say that. I did not say unsustainable for Liverpool last season because all the other teams were so bad. This season, I need to see 2 more games, bro. If this is how it's going to be for the rest of September into October, then it's worrying. It's really, really, really worrying because I have not been moved by Liverpool whatsoever. But again, look, Isak is still yet to come. I think he's still doing his... it seems like he's already boycotting training from Liverpool as well. Huh? He wants to go to Real Madrid already. So, yeah, we'll see Isak soon enough. And again, maybe, look, takes a while to click into gear and suddenly, boom, the wins. It is still good. Like, you're not going to be mad at winning even if you play bad, right? If you play bad and win 1-0 every week, you're not going to complain. But it's slight causes for concern. And the last game I want to discuss today is Barcelona. There are a few games, obviously, like, you know, Milan done well, Modric won his thing. How do I go to, like, all the other ones? Where to go to La Liga? Bundesliga, nothing happened, unfortunately. Like I said, Modric, really nice goal. Old man done it. PSG, to be fair to them, real quickly. PSG, Barcola, I do owe, like, a bit of a hands up. I've always said he's a terrible finisher. I still stand by that. But 2 really, really nice goals today. But speaking of braces, we go to Barcelona, where it was basically... It was basically a Amenyah tribute day, if you will. We know Amenyah for his custom braces and whatnot. These men were bagging brace upon brace upon brace. Fermin Lopez, someone that I've gassed up. You guys know from my TikToks, from my Twitter and whatnot, I just think he's so good. I've been repping him more than Barca fans even gassing up. And today, his first goal, right foot, whoosh, whips it like Henry. Lovely, lovely finish. Left foot, bangs it 25 yards. And I'll be honest with you though, guys. The keeper was shocking. This should have been like... 6 is a tough one because actually, to be fair, Ferran Torres missed bare chances as well. So maybe 6-0 in the end was pretty fair, actually. I take it back. But the keeper was really, really, really bad. Mostly from Rafinha's first goal. He came off the bench. Obviously, he was not suspended. What's the... disciplined, if you will, right? Because he was late to training, so they didn't let him start. He came on, back straight away. Rashford got his assist. It was a cross that really could have been cut out by anyone, the centre back or the keeper. No one did so fair enough. Rafinha bags his second goal. Again, GG's to him. Keeper, you know, you can ask whatever questions you want, feel free. Then Lewa comes on, old man Lewa, and also bags a brace. So amongst these players, I think Garcia, we know Garcia already. He wasn't really tested. I don't know what it is with Valencia, bro. Can I find like a head-to-head on this? I feel as though Barca, every time they play Valencia just kind of stripped for them, to be honest with you. Yeah, look, bro, there you go. 5-0, 6-0, 7-1. Like, it's a bit embarrassing. It's a bit embarrassing. I don't know why they let this happen all the time. Sorry, I'm to the lineup. But yeah, Barca playing at some Randall Cruyff Stadium or whatever with 6,000 people. I don't know what going there. They got some concerts or something. Jason Derulo, who my man, is there, so they can't use their stadium. But yeah, this Aguirre Zabala goalkeeper, yeah, terrible. So big ups to Barca. Less so big ups to this Rooney Barge guy. Didn't really see it much. Obviously, watching Yamal and then watching this guy is going to be quite a big drop off. But yeah, I didn't really feel like I was moved by his performance. Pedri done his thing as per, and the defense, as I said, they were not really tested at all. Do they have stats on this one? I know I'm not a stats guy, but well, yeah, there you go. They literally had 2 shots in the entire game. Because I was trying to say, I don't even remember them even shooting. So yeah, Barca win 6-0. Champions League coming up now, guys. So Monday, as you guys know, I always do a quick stream. Not even a quick stream, like a 2-3 hour stream around 4 p.m, 3 p.m, where we watch the highlights of all the top 5 leagues. So if you didn't get any Bundesliga info, La Liga, Premier League, etc., we watch all the games. We'll chat about who played well, who was bad, you know, best players, worst players, etc, etc, etc. So hopefully you man will enjoy the stream. If you haven't already, follow there, subscribe here, follow on IG, follow wherever you want. Guys, we are trying to go global, so if you do appreciate the fact that you're getting these videos every single day on YouTube for the last, we're nearing on 2 months very soon. We've got like 10 more days until it's been 2 months in a row. Then do subscribe. Let me know if your team got 3 points this week, wherever you're from. You could be from, again, from Indonesia, from Jamaica, from Switzerland, wherever you're from. Let me know. Hope you have a fantastic week in a bit. Bosh.